My beloved child. Before you continue, listen carefully. Do not rush through these words. Do not skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you found this message today. Out of all the videos you could have watched, out of all the paths you could have taken, you arrived here at this exact moment. That is not something to ignore. Right now, somewhere in this world, a special person may be thinking about you. Not yesterday. Not last week. Right now. And what makes this so surprising is that you may not even realize who this person is. For a long time, you have believed that certain things were ordinary. Certain conversations felt small. Certain moments seemed unimportant. But what if I told you that some of those moments were far more meaningful than you imagined? Do not skip. Stay with me. Because the deeper we go, the more everything will begin to make sense. This special person carries thoughts of you more often than you know. Sometimes they remember a conversation you have already forgotten. Sometimes they remember a smile that lasted only a second. Sometimes they remember your kindness when you thought nobody noticed. What is shocking is that while you moved forward with your day, they carried those memories with them. And even now, they still do. There is something powerful about being remembered. In a world where people are constantly distracted, where attention disappears in seconds, being remembered is rare. Yet someone keeps returning to thoughts of you. Not because they have to. Not because they are forced to. But because something about you stayed in their heart. Pause for a moment and think. Have you ever suddenly thought about someone without knowing why? Have you ever felt an unexpected pull toward a memory? Have you ever felt that strange feeling that someone might be thinking about you? Sometimes these moments arrive without explanation. And sometimes they arrive because a connection exists that words cannot easily describe. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is where the story becomes even more surprising. This person is not focused on your mistakes. They are not replaying your failures. They are not thinking about the moments you wish you could change. Instead, they remember something completely different. They remember your strength. They remember your determination. They remember the way you kept moving forward when life became difficult. Even when you felt invisible, someone noticed. Even when you felt overlooked, someone paid attention. Even when you doubted yourself, someone saw something valuable within you. That is what makes this message so important. You may have spent a long time wondering whether your presence truly mattered. You may have questioned whether your efforts made any difference. You may have wondered whether anyone genuinely appreciated the person you are. But somewhere, someone remembers. Somewhere, someone reflects. Somewhere, someone smiles because they crossed paths with you. And there is more. Far more. Because this special person is not only remembering the past. They are also wondering about your future. They wonder how you are doing. They wonder what you are working toward. They wonder whether you are happy. They wonder whether your dreams are becoming reality. That curiosity does not come from nowhere. It comes from significance. It comes from impact. It comes from the fact that you left an impression stronger than you realize. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Because the next part may reveal something you never expected. There are moments in life when people cross our path for a reason. Sometimes the reason becomes obvious immediately. Other times it takes months. Sometimes even years. But eventually the truth appears. And when it does, everything suddenly looks different. The conversations make sense. The timing makes sense. The memories make sense. The feelings make sense. What once seemed ordinary begins to look extraordinary. And that is exactly why you are here right now. Not by accident. Not by coincidence. But because there is a message hidden inside this moment. A reminder that your presence carries more value than you realize. A reminder that your actions reach farther than you know. A reminder that someone remembers you more often than you think. Take a deep breath and listen carefully. The world is filled with people who pass each other without truly seeing one another. Yet every once in a while, a connection forms. A connection that quietly survives the passage of time. A connection that continues even when distance grows. A connection that remains strong even when life becomes busy. And there is a chance that such a connection exists around you right now. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the next part, we will go deeper into the signs that reveal why this special person cannot stop thinking about you, and the surprising reason their thoughts keep returning to your name when they least expect it. A quiet truth is about to unfold, and if you have stayed this far, then listen more carefully than ever before. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The special person we have been talking about is not thinking about you by accident. There is a reason your presence keeps appearing in their mind. There is a reason certain memories refuse to fade. And there is a reason that, even when life becomes busy, your name still finds a place in their thoughts. Think about this for a moment. Every single day, people meet countless faces, hear countless voices, and experience countless moments. Most of those memories disappear. Most of them fade away quietly. Yet somehow, some people remain unforgettable. And you may be one of those people. That is the revelation many never expect. You may not see yourself as extraordinary. You may not realize the impact you have had. You may think your words were simple. You may think your actions were ordinary. But to someone else, they were meaningful. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what comes next may surprise you even more. Sometimes people think about someone because they admire their strength. Sometimes they think about someone because they respect their character. Sometimes they think about someone because that person brought light into a difficult season of life. And sometimes they think about someone because that person's energy made them feel understood. Could that be why this special person remembers you? Could that be why your image appears in their thoughts when they least expect it? The answer may be closer than you think. There are moments when this person suddenly remembers something you said long ago. A sentence. A laugh. A conversation. A simple interaction. What is remarkable is that while you may have forgotten those moments, they have not. Those memories stayed. Those memories remained alive. Those memories continued growing in value over time. And that tells you something important. People do not hold on to meaningless moments for very long. They hold on to meaningful ones. Do not skip. Because the next revelation is powerful. This person may not always express what they think. They may not always reveal what they feel. They may not always tell others about the impact you made. But inside their heart, the memory remains. That is why your presence still matters. That is why your story still matters. That is why your journey still matters. And here is where things become even more interesting. Have you ever noticed how certain people appear in your thoughts unexpectedly? No obvious reason. No clear trigger. Yet suddenly, there they are. Sometimes connections work both ways. Sometimes the reason someone appears in your thoughts is because the connection has never truly disappeared. The bond may become quiet. The distance may grow. The conversations may slow. Yet the memory remains. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is another sign that this special person may be thinking about you. They compare new experiences to old memories that include you. When something good happens, they remember a conversation. When they achieve something meaningful, they remember a moment. When they see something beautiful, they remember a memory connected to you. That is not something people do with everyone. That is something people do when a person has left a lasting impression. And you may have done exactly that. You may have changed someone's perspective without realizing it. You may have encouraged someone without knowing it. You may have inspired someone simply by being yourself. The most surprising part? Many people never discover how much they have influenced others. They continue through life unaware of the positive impact they created. But today, you are hearing a reminder. Your presence matters. Your kindness matters. Your words matter. Your journey matters. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final thought for today. The special person thinking about you may be closer to your story than you imagine. The connection may be stronger than it appears. The significance may be deeper than you realize. And while you may not know every detail today, one thing is becoming clear. You are remembered. You are appreciated. You are valued more than you know. The world often moves quickly, making people feel unnoticed. But this message exists to remind you that some impressions never fade. Some memories never disappear. Some connections remain meaningful long after they begin. And somewhere, at this very moment, a special person may still be thinking about you, wondering how you are, hoping you are doing well, and remembering the unique impact you made on their life. Do not skip the next part. Stay till the end. Because the most surprising revelation of all is still ahead, and what comes next may connect every piece of this story in a way you never expected. A remarkable clue is about to be revealed, and this may be the moment where everything begins to connect. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Up until now, we have talked about the possibility that a special person is thinking about you. But now we must explore something even more fascinating. Why? Why do some people remain in our thoughts long after a moment has passed? Why do certain memories stay alive while countless others disappear? Why does one person stand out when so many others fade into the background? The answer may surprise you. It is because meaningful connections leave lasting impressions. And sometimes, those impressions become stronger with time rather than weaker. Think carefully. The special person who may be thinking about you right now is not simply remembering random details. They are remembering how they felt when they crossed paths with you. That is what makes this different. People often forget information. They forget dates. They forget small details. But they rarely forget how someone made them feel. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next revelation changes everything. What if the reason this person keeps thinking about you is not because of a single moment? What if it is because of a collection of moments? A smile that arrived at the perfect time. A kind word that gave encouragement. A conversation that brought clarity. A presence that made life feel a little brighter. Individually, these moments may seem small. Together, they become unforgettable. And that is exactly what may have happened. This person may have collected these memories without even realizing it. One memory became 2. 2 became 5. 5 became 10. And before they knew it, your presence had become part of a story they still remember. That is powerful. That is rare. And that is why this message matters. There is another clue. When people genuinely value someone, they often become curious about them. They wonder where they are. They wonder how life is treating them. They wonder whether their dreams are coming true. And they wonder what exciting things may be happening next. This curiosity does not come from obligation. It comes from appreciation. It comes from significance. It comes from the fact that someone mattered. Do not skip. Because this next part may be the most surprising revelation yet. Many people spend years searching for proof that they are appreciated. They look for signs. They look for recognition. They look for evidence that they made a difference. Yet often, the proof exists quietly in places they never think to look. It exists inside memories. It exists inside conversations. It exists inside the thoughts of people they influenced. And that may be exactly where your proof exists today. Somewhere, someone remembers your kindness. Somewhere, someone remembers your determination. Somewhere, someone remembers your character. Somewhere, someone remembers the positive energy you brought into their world. And here is what makes this truly extraordinary. You may never have intended to create that impact. You may have simply been yourself. Yet being yourself was enough. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because we are getting closer to the heart of this message. Imagine for a moment that this special person suddenly heard your name today. What would happen? Would a memory appear? Would a smile appear? Would a story return to their mind? The answer may be yes. And if it is, that tells you something remarkable. It tells you that your presence created something lasting. Not temporary. Not forgettable. Lasting. The world changes quickly. People become busy. Schedules fill up. Days turn into months. Months turn into years. Yet some memories survive all of it. And the strongest memories usually involve people who made life better in some way. That is why this possibility matters. Not because it guarantees anything dramatic. Not because it predicts the future. But because it reminds you that meaningful connections exist. And sometimes they are stronger than they appear. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final thought before we continue. The special person thinking about you may not even realize how often your memory appears. It happens naturally. Unexpectedly. Quietly. A familiar place reminds them of you. A familiar conversation reminds them of you. A familiar feeling reminds them of you. And suddenly, your memory is there again. That is not something that happens with everyone. That is something that happens when a person leaves a genuine impression. And perhaps that is the biggest revelation of all. You are more memorable than you think. You are more appreciated than you realize. You are more impactful than you know. The evidence may not always be visible. The proof may not always be obvious. But the influence remains. And if you have stayed with this message until now, prepare yourself. Because in the next part, we will uncover the most powerful possibility yet, the reason this special person's thoughts continue returning to you, and the unexpected truth that could tie every piece of this story together. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. An extraordinary realization is about to emerge, and if you have stayed with this journey until now, you are closer than ever to understanding the deeper meaning behind this message. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For a moment, forget everything you expected. Forget assumptions. Forget doubts. Forget the idea that your presence goes unnoticed. Because the truth we are approaching is far more powerful than most people ever imagine. The special person who may be thinking about you right now is not focused on perfection. They are not remembering a flawless version of you. They are remembering something much more real. They are remembering authenticity. They are remembering sincerity. They are remembering the moments when you were simply yourself. And that is exactly why those memories remain valuable. Think about the people you remember most. Usually, it is not because they were perfect. It is because they were genuine. It is because they made an impact. It is because they created a feeling that lasted. That same possibility may exist in the story we have been exploring. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next revelation may connect everything together. What if the reason this special person keeps thinking about you is because you represent something positive in their life story? Not a passing moment. Not a random memory. But a chapter they still appreciate. Some people become symbols of encouragement. Some become symbols of hope. Some become symbols of growth. And some become reminders of a meaningful season of life. Perhaps that is why your memory continues to appear. Perhaps that is why your influence remains. Perhaps that is why your presence is still valued. There is something fascinating about human memory. People forget thousands of ordinary moments. Yet meaningful experiences stay alive. Years may pass. Circumstances may change. Life may move in different directions. But meaningful impressions continue to exist. That is what makes this possibility so remarkable. You may have left an impression that time could not erase. You may have created a memory that still carries value. You may have contributed something positive that continues to matter. Do not skip. Because we are approaching one of the most important parts of this entire message. Imagine that right now, at this very moment, this special person is reflecting on their journey. As they think about important moments, important lessons, and important people, your memory appears. Not because they forced it to appear. Not because they planned it. But because it naturally belongs there. That is powerful. And it tells you something important. Your story matters more than you think. Your actions matter more than you think. Your influence matters more than you think. Sometimes people underestimate the value they bring into the lives of others. They focus on what they lacked. They focus on what went wrong. They focus on what they wish had been different. Meanwhile, they overlook the positive impact they created. Today is a reminder not to overlook it. Today is a reminder that meaningful connections exist. Today is a reminder that your presence can leave a lasting mark. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final revelation before this chapter closes. The most surprising possibility is not that someone is thinking about you. The most surprising possibility is that you may have inspired them more than you realize. Perhaps your resilience inspired them. Perhaps your kindness inspired them. Perhaps your determination inspired them. Perhaps your attitude inspired them. Many forms of inspiration happen quietly. Without announcements. Without recognition. Without applause. Yet they still change people. And if that happened, even in a small way, then your influence became part of another person's story. That is extraordinary. That is meaningful. That is something worth remembering. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because as we move toward the next and most powerful chapter, a larger picture begins to appear. A picture where memories become clues. A picture where appreciation becomes visible. A picture where meaningful connections reveal their true value. And as each piece comes together, one truth becomes clearer than ever before. You are remembered. You are appreciated. You are more significant than you realize. And somewhere, perhaps even right now, a special person may be reflecting on your impact, your character, your journey, and the unique role you played in their life story. The biggest revelation is still ahead. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part will bring together every clue, every memory, and every possibility we have explored so far, revealing the most powerful insight of this entire journey. The moment we have been building toward is finally here, and what you are about to hear may be the most meaningful part of this entire journey. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From the very beginning, we explored a simple yet powerful possibility. A special person may be thinking about you right now. Not because of chance. Not because of coincidence. But because something about you left a lasting impression. Now, as all the pieces come together, a bigger picture begins to appear. Think about everything we have discussed. The memories that remained. The moments that stayed meaningful. The curiosity that never completely disappeared. The appreciation that quietly endured. When all of these clues come together, they point toward one remarkable truth. Your presence matters more than you realize. That is the revelation many people spend years waiting to hear. In a world where everyone is moving quickly, where attention is constantly shifting, where people often feel unseen, your story still exists inside someone's memory. And that matters. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final insight is even more powerful. The greatest value of this message is not discovering who the special person might be. The greatest value is realizing what their thoughts reveal. They reveal that your kindness had meaning. They reveal that your character had impact. They reveal that your actions reached farther than you knew. Sometimes people believe that only grand achievements matter. But often, it is the smallest moments that leave the deepest impressions. A conversation. A gesture. An encouraging word. A moment of understanding. A moment of support. These are the things people remember. These are the things that stay. And perhaps that is why this special person still thinks about you. Not because of one extraordinary event, but because of many meaningful moments. That realization changes everything. Because it means your value is not measured by recognition. Your value is not measured by attention. Your value is not measured by applause. Your value is measured by the positive impact you leave behind. And according to the story we have explored today, that impact may be greater than you ever imagined. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final message that deserves your full attention. If a special person is thinking about you right now, let it remind you of something important. You matter. Your journey matters. Your presence matters. Your story matters. Never underestimate the influence of a kind heart. Never underestimate the power of a positive word. Never underestimate the importance of being genuine. The world remembers authenticity. The world remembers kindness. The world remembers people who make life brighter. And perhaps, without even realizing it, you became one of those people. That is not a small thing. That is extraordinary. As this journey comes to a close, imagine for a moment that somewhere, someone smiles when they remember you. Imagine that somewhere, someone feels grateful they crossed paths with you. Imagine that somewhere, someone reflects on a memory connected to you and feels appreciation. Whether you know it or not, that possibility is powerful. And it reminds us all of something worth carrying forward. Every interaction matters. Every kind word matters. Every positive action matters. Because we never fully know how deeply we may affect another person's life. Do not skip these final words. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The huge revelation was never about mystery. It was never about guessing names. It was never about chasing answers. The huge revelation is this. You are more memorable than you think. You are more appreciated than you realize. You are more significant than you sometimes believe. And if a special person is thinking about you right now, it is because your presence created something meaningful that time could not erase. Carry that truth with you. Remember it when doubt appears. Remember it when challenges arise. Remember it when you question your value. Because meaningful people leave meaningful impressions. And today, this message reminds you that you may have done exactly that. The story may end here. But the impact you leave on others continues far beyond this moment. Do not forget that. And perhaps, somewhere right now, a special person is remembering you with appreciation, gratitude, and a smile. A final hidden layer of this story is about to be uncovered, and if you are still here, then you have reached a moment that very few people fully understand. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Throughout this journey, we have explored memories, appreciation, and the possibility that a special person may be thinking about you right now. But there is one question that remains. Why does this message feel so personal? Why does it feel as though these words are speaking directly to you? Perhaps it is because deep inside, every person wants to know that their life matters. Every person wants to know that their presence made a difference. Every person wants to know that they are remembered. And today, that possibility stands right in front of you. Think about the path you have walked. Think about the challenges you have overcome. Think about the moments when you kept moving forward even when nobody was watching. Many of those moments may have seemed invisible. Many of those efforts may have felt unnoticed. But what if they were noticed? What if someone saw more than you realized? What if someone remembered more than you expected? Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization changes the entire perspective. The people who leave the deepest impressions are often unaware of their own impact. They are busy living their lives. They are busy facing their own challenges. They are busy pursuing their own goals. Meanwhile, somewhere else, another person is carrying a memory connected to them. That memory becomes part of a story. That story becomes part of a journey. And that journey continues long after the original moment has passed. Perhaps that is exactly what happened here. Perhaps the special person thinking about you is carrying a story that includes your kindness. Perhaps they remember your encouragement. Perhaps they remember your positivity. Perhaps they remember the way you made them feel seen, valued, or understood. Those things are not easily forgotten. In fact, they are often remembered for years. That is why this message matters. Because it reminds you that your influence extends beyond what you can see. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine something remarkable. Imagine that years from now, someone tells a story about a moment that changed their perspective. Imagine they describe a conversation, a smile, a piece of advice, a simple act of kindness. And imagine that you were part of that moment. Would you realize it? Would you even know? Probably not. Yet that does not make the impact any less real. The greatest influences are often quiet. The greatest contributions are often unnoticed. The greatest memories are often created in ordinary moments. That is what makes this revelation so powerful. You do not need a spotlight to matter. You do not need recognition to matter. You do not need constant attention to matter. You matter because of the difference you make in the lives of others. And somewhere, a special person may still be carrying proof of that difference. Do not skip. Because we are approaching the final insight of this entire experience. The most valuable takeaway is not wondering who the special person is. The most valuable takeaway is understanding what their thoughts represent. Their thoughts represent appreciation. Their thoughts represent respect. Their thoughts represent significance. Their thoughts represent a memory that still carries value. And that value points directly back to you. What an extraordinary realization. A single person can influence another life without ever fully understanding how much. A single conversation can leave a lasting impression. A single moment can become unforgettable. A single act of kindness can echo far into the future. Never underestimate that truth. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here comes the final revelation. The reason this story feels meaningful is because it reflects something universal. Every person hopes their life leaves a positive mark. Every person hopes they matter. Every person hopes they are remembered for something good. And today, this message reminds you that such a possibility may already exist. You may already be remembered. You may already be appreciated. You may already have created an impact that continues beyond your awareness. That is not a small thing. That is a remarkable thing. As this chapter closes, carry this thought with you. Walk forward knowing that your words have value. Walk forward knowing that your actions have meaning. Walk forward knowing that your presence can brighten another person's journey. And if a special person is thinking about you right now, let that possibility remind you of one simple truth. The positive energy you share with the world never truly disappears. It travels farther than you know. It lasts longer than you expect. And sometimes, it remains alive inside someone's thoughts long after the moment itself has passed. Do not skip these final words. Stay till the end. Something huge was waiting for you all along. The huge revelation is that your life may already be touching more hearts, creating more memories, and leaving more positive impressions than you ever imagined. And that is a truth worth remembering every single day. A surprising truth still remains, and if you have stayed all the way to this point, then you are about to hear the final layer of a message that has been building from the very beginning. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For a moment, imagine that every person you have ever met is carrying a collection of memories. Some memories fade. Some memories disappear. Some memories are forgotten almost instantly. But a few memories remain. A few memories become part of someone's story. A few memories continue living quietly in someone's thoughts. What if one of those memories is connected to you? That possibility alone is powerful. Not because it is dramatic. Not because it is mysterious. But because it reminds you of something many people forget. Your presence has value. Your words have value. Your actions have value. And those values travel farther than you can see. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization may be the most important of all. The special person who may be thinking about you right now is not simply remembering an event. They are remembering a feeling. And feelings are powerful. People may forget details. They may forget dates. They may forget exact conversations. But they rarely forget how someone made them feel. That is why certain memories survive. That is why certain people remain unforgettable. And that is why this message matters. Perhaps you brought encouragement when it was needed. Perhaps you brought positivity during a difficult time. Perhaps you offered understanding when someone felt alone. Perhaps you simply listened when nobody else did. Those moments matter more than most people realize. In fact, they often become the moments that stay alive the longest. Imagine discovering years later that a small action changed someone's perspective. Imagine learning that a simple conversation helped someone keep moving forward. Imagine hearing that a moment you barely remembered became important to someone else. That happens more often than people think. And that possibility is what makes this story so meaningful. Do not skip. Because we are approaching the heart of the message. The world constantly encourages people to focus on what they have not achieved. It encourages people to focus on what they wish they could change. It encourages people to focus on what they think is missing. But today, the focus is different. Today, the focus is on what already exists. The positive impact you have already created. The meaningful moments you have already shared. The memories you have already helped create. And perhaps somewhere, someone is still carrying one of those memories. That is extraordinary. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now consider this. What if the special person thinking about you right now never expected to remember you for so long? What if they assumed the memory would fade? What if they believed time would erase it? Yet somehow, it remained. That tells us something important. Meaningful impressions are stronger than time. Meaningful connections are stronger than distance. Meaningful memories are stronger than ordinary moments. And if your memory still exists within someone's thoughts, then your impact has already achieved something remarkable. You became unforgettable in a way that truly matters. Not because of fame. Not because of attention. But because of authenticity. Because of kindness. Because of genuine human connection. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here comes the final revelation. The special person thinking about you right now may never fully explain why your memory remained important. They may never find the perfect words. They may never tell the complete story. But their thoughts reveal something anyway. They reveal appreciation. They reveal gratitude. They reveal significance. And those things are valuable beyond measure. As you move forward from this moment, remember something powerful. Every day gives you a chance to leave a positive impression. Every conversation gives you a chance to encourage someone. Every interaction gives you a chance to make life brighter for another person. Never underestimate that opportunity. Never underestimate the value of kindness. Never underestimate the impact of sincerity. Never underestimate the importance of simply being yourself. Because the truth is this. You may never know all the lives you have touched. You may never know all the people you have inspired. You may never know all the memories connected to your presence. But that does not mean those memories do not exist. And perhaps, somewhere right now, a special person is thinking about you because your presence became part of a story they still cherish. Do not skip these final words. Stay till the end. Something huge was waiting for you from the very beginning. The huge revelation is that the value you bring into this world is often far greater than you can see. Your kindness matters. Your words matter. Your presence matters. And somewhere, in someone's thoughts, that truth may already be shining brighter than you ever imagined. This journey ends here, but the positive impact you leave behind continues long after the final word is spoken. One last extraordinary thought remains, and if you are hearing these words right now, then you have reached the final chapter of a journey that began with a simple question: could a special person be thinking about you right now? Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As we reach this final moment together, take a second and reflect on everything we have explored. The memories. The connections. The appreciation. The possibility that somewhere, someone still remembers the impact you made. Now comes the most powerful realization of all. The true value of this message was never about identifying a person. The true value was discovering something about yourself. Something many people forget. Something many people need to hear. Something many people spend years searching for. You are more important than you realize. Think about that. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Right now. You are more important than you realize. Your presence creates ripples. Your words create ripples. Your actions create ripples. And those ripples travel much farther than you can see. A smile can change a day. A kind word can change a perspective. A moment of encouragement can change a decision. And a single decision can change an entire future. That is how powerful ordinary moments can become. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next realization may stay with you long after this video ends. Many people go through life believing that only major achievements matter. But history is filled with examples of lives changed by simple moments. A conversation. A compliment. A kind gesture. A few words spoken at the right time. The people involved often never realize what happened. Yet the impact continues. And perhaps that is what happened with you. Perhaps your influence reached farther than you know. Perhaps your presence meant more than you realized. Perhaps your memory became more valuable than you imagined. That possibility alone is powerful. Now imagine this. Somewhere, at this very moment, a person remembers a moment connected to you. Maybe they remember your kindness. Maybe they remember your positivity. Maybe they remember your determination. Maybe they remember your authenticity. Whatever the reason, your memory remains. And that is remarkable. Because in a fast-moving world, being remembered for something meaningful is rare. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here comes the revelation that ties everything together. The special person thinking about you right now may simply be a reflection of a larger truth. A truth that has been present from the beginning. You have value. Not because someone tells you. Not because someone praises you. Not because someone notices you. You have value because of who you are. Because of the good you bring. Because of the kindness you share. Because of the positive energy you contribute to the lives around you. That value exists whether people talk about it or not. That value exists whether people acknowledge it or not. That value exists because it is part of who you are. And when people think about you, they are often responding to that value. That is why memories stay alive. That is why appreciation remains. That is why meaningful connections endure. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because these final words may be the most important words of all. As you leave this message behind and continue with your day, remember something simple. Someone's life may be better because you were part of it. Someone's memory may be brighter because of you. Someone's journey may have become easier because of a conversation, a gesture, or a moment you shared. You may never know every detail. You may never hear every story. You may never discover every life you touched. But that does not make those stories any less real. In fact, that is what makes them extraordinary. The greatest impacts are often invisible. The deepest influences are often quiet. The most meaningful memories are often carried silently. And somewhere, perhaps even right now, a special person may be carrying one of those memories about you. That possibility is beautiful. That possibility is powerful. And that possibility reminds us all of something worth remembering. Every day matters. Every interaction matters. Every kind word matters. Every positive action matters. Because we never truly know how far our influence may travel. Do not skip these final words. Stay till the end. Something huge was waiting for you from the very first moment. The huge revelation is this. You may already be more appreciated, more remembered, more respected, and more meaningful than you have ever allowed yourself to believe. Carry that truth forward. Let it inspire you. Let it encourage you. Let it remind you that the good you bring into the world has value. And if a special person is thinking about you right now, perhaps it is because the positive impact you created continues to shine inside their memory even today. This message ends here. But the story of your influence continues far beyond this moment.